like to share with you my acne story and how you can get rid of your acne and have beautiful and healthy skin as well. First of all, I'll share with you my story. Then I'll move on to the famous and not so famous causes of acne, the main mistakes that I made on my way, the influence of food, and trust me, the influence is huge, even if your doctors say different things. Then finally, I'm going to share with you 9 tips to clear skin and my current skincare routine. It's the same routine that helped me get rid of acne as well. First of all, my story. I started getting acne when I was around 16. I was in high school. Do any of you know the feeling when your friends call you to invite you to a meeting, or you're invited to go hiking, or you're invited to a sleepover, and you say no simply because you're so embarrassed by your skin? No, it's a nightmare. You're just limited everywhere, no matter what you want to do. You don't want to do it if you're having a bad skin day. I know what it is, and I've spent 12 years researching day and night trying to find a solution. So I really know what you're going through. You know, on my wedding day, I had a massive breakout, and that summer was probably the summer of my worst skin, and it was my wedding. You know, things happen. And you know, when you're 12, when you're 13, when you're a teenager, all your friends more or less have acne, and you kind of feel like part of the group. But when you're over 20, or even more when you're over 25, acne is not normal anymore. Nobody has it anymore. You just feel so alone and alienated. It's a horrible feeling. I just got fed up and I decided to go to the dermatologist again. I went for the first time when I was 16. I went to him and he showed me this book. He opened the page at Acne Vulgaris, and it was written that food doesn't have an influence, and also that it's for your whole life. There's no cure. And that's it. So I definitely wasn't happy with that answer. I came back home and I thought for a long time, and I realized I have to do something about it. I have to research and find a cure, because nobody will do it for me. That's how my journey of self-discovery began, and I will share with you. But first of all, let's talk about causes of acne. The most famous causes that everybody knows and everybody talks about are hormones, and that's mostly sex hormones. But there are other hormones that I'm going to talk about a bit later. And the second cause is stress. And obviously everybody knows you have to exercise and find time for yourself to relax and so on. But how about doing too much to your skin? Which means that you're dehydrating and overstimulating it. And as a result, it starts producing too much oil, which then leads to acne. How about chemicals in your skincare and your makeup? And when you have acne, I know it's very tempting to go and cover it up, but in the long term, it's going to make your skin look worse. You know, if you want to cover up, at least use natural mineral makeup. Also, when your skin feels dry, you're tempted to go and use a moisturizer, but in the long term, it's going to dry out your skin. You know, it's like using chapstick. The more you use it, the more you're going to need it. You know, companies are making money like this. If they sort out your problems, you will not be buying the products anymore. There's no money in it. And finally, the hormone that not so many people associate with acne, that's insulin. When you eat too many carbs, too much sugar, or even too much fruit, your body might respond by having acne. First of all, I believe in the legal drug dealers. Yes, you heard it right. That's how I call doctors, and in this case, dermatologists. And I applied all the crazy things on my skin, such as antibiotics, alcohol, all kinds of acids. You know, that was probably the hugest mistake. I didn't blame food, and I should have, because sugar and excessive carbohydrates, gluten, it definitely caused my acne. I overexfoliated, and as a result, my skin was dehydrated and irritated. I bought Clarisonic, and I tried to do oil cleansing method every single evening. That was definitely too much. I tried too many new products at once. You know, I was trying out one thing, and a couple of days later I was adding something else new, and I never knew what worked and what didn't. When I was trying the oil cleansing method, I didn't commit 100%. So I was using the oil cleansing method, but I was still applying a regular moisturizer. My final mistake was that I believed my skin was combination oily, which is wrong. It's not. When I realized my skin was dry and started using products for dry skin, my skin improved dramatically. The influence of food. It's a massive, massive factor in getting clear skin. I cannot stress it enough. Try to go on the paleo diet. If you don't want to go the paleo diet, then just try and eliminate grains, eliminate sugar, try to limit the carbs that you eat, and even fruit. Don't have more than 2 fruits a day. Example, if I eat too many fruits, I get bumps, white bumps all over my face, and just general bumpiness and dryness all over my body, and that's how I know I have overdone it. So watch your body, get to know it, and you will know when you've eaten too much. A hint, do you have excessive sweating, high palpitations, or anxiety? If you answer yes to at least one of these questions, it's very probable that your body has problems processing sugar, and you should definitely look into paleo diet. Since I went paleo, I don't get burned in the sun anymore, and my skin doesn't get irritated or red ever. There is no such thing as combination of oily skin. This is just a sign of irritated and unhappy, dehydrated skin. If you try new products, try them for at least 2-3 weeks until you introduce something new. Give it time to work, otherwise you'll never know what worked and what didn't. Exfoliate no more than once a week, because if you do it more, you'll just irritate and dry out your skin. Coconut oil and fish oil are the best friends of your skin. Sun is also the best friend of your skin. Vitamin D3 is vital for healthy skin, and if you don't have any opportunities to be in the sun, then take a supplement. Most skins are low maintenance. Washing your face twice a day is too much and too drying for most skins. Commit to oil cleansing method and natural skincare 100%. If you're trying out oil cleansing method, don't go and use your conventional moisturizer or your conventional chemical makeup. Give it 100%, otherwise you'll not know if it works. And finally, make your own fresh skincare whenever you need it. So make your own scrubs, make your own face cleanser, your own moisturizer, and so on. Your skin will thank you. And now I'm going to share with you the skincare routine that I used when I got rid of my acne, and I still use it today. So in the evenings, once a week, I use a homemade scrub that I make out of olive oil and sugar. Another evening, once a week, I use my oil cleansing method, and this is my oil mixture. And this is just castor oil, grapeseed oil, and avocado oil, and just a few drops of lavender oil. Massage it on my skin for 10 minutes. I give it a really good massage, and that's once a week. All the other evenings, I simply take a flannel like this, and I wet it under running warm water, and I wipe my face with it. Afterwards, if my skin feels dry, I apply some olive oil on it, but not all the time. I just follow my skin. If I need to remove some makeup, then I simply grab a cotton pad and I wet it under running water. I squeeze it out, and then I put some drops of oil, so it could be any oil, olive oil, jojoba oil, whatever you have, and then I wipe my face with it. And afterwards, I just wipe it with my flannel as always. In the mornings, my routine is super quick and easy. I just take a cotton pad and I put some rose water on it, and I wipe my face with it, and that's it. I don't put any moisturizer or anything in my skin. Feels super happy and comfortable all day long. It's super simple, super natural. Everything is homemade, I just use natural oils and nothing else. And it's brilliant, super cheap too. So I really hope that you will try it. And if you do, please let me know how it went. So thanks so much for watching. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
I never knew that you are crazy.